So coming to sequence, so we are going for strings. Strings is nothing but we are taking a characters in a sequential order. So we are following one order. So sequential order, we go for it. So that is a sequence. So in Python, whenever we are going to declare a variable as a string variable, so that should be in a quotation, either a single quote or a double quote or a triple quote, anything. So whatever may be the sequence of characters we are taking, it is enclosed in between the quotations. So those things are comes under your strings. So you are going to take care of the strings. If you observe this one, we have taken welcome, which is enclosed in a single quote. So this is a string type. And we have taken about double quotes. We can take for your triple quotes also, which considered the object, that is the variable, as a string data type, right? So let me take care of it. So now we'll take this one. So go for start. I'll take ideally. I'm taking ID L. So we usually by default will take A as a variable name, right? So like that we take S1, S2, like that we will take for your. So you can consider as S, like so we take it to that particular as Brinda. So try to display it. Yes, not the value. Yes, variable. The variable. The mention of the variable holds the value called state. So if you try to know the type of it, so I'm taking the type parameter, the object or a functional method. So I'm going for finding out the type of the string. That is, it shows it falls under the class called str. That is string class, right? So you can use single quote or you can use double quote. So is that should be a single word? No, you can mention. A string means it holds the special characters. So let me take S1. S1 equals to it is training. I have used double quote. So the entire string should be and have used double quotes in the starting. It should end with the double quote in the last. So now S1 holds the memory of it is online Python 180 training, and with the spaces, dots, exclamation, whatever may be the value enclosed in between the quotes will be stored at the location of S1. Now I'll try to display it. Print S1. It retrieves the value at the location. So whatever may be the value that you are provided inside the quote, it is considered as a string. So you go for the type of it. It falls under the str. So if you provide any numeric value in between the quotation, that is what we have seen in the last session, right? Whatever may be the value you provide in between the quote, it considered as a string only. So like that. Suppose if I'm taking like S2 equals to how many people we have? 20 people. So if you find this one, we know that if you provide S2, it will display the value. So we have no doubt about it. So coming to the type we consider. So because it's a combination of the numeric value as well as a sequential character value, right? So it considered as string only. So yesterday we have seen number itself in a quotation, it considered as a string, right? So the combination, everything in between the quote. Suppose I have S1 and I have S2, right? So I have S1 and I have S2 to be combined. We use the plus operator. Plus is nothing but joining. That is nothing but concatenation. So S1 we have and we are adding S2 to the S1. That means in the last of the S1, we are attaching the S2. So S1 holds the value called it is online Python 180 training. And S2 we have 20 people. What we are doing? We are going for S2 which is added to the S1. So S1 plus S2. Suppose I want S2, I have to add S1 to S2. That means S2 we have to take. Then we want to display S1. See, 20 people. It is online 180 training. Suppose, see here in the previous S1 plus S2, I didn't feel discomfort in the data. If you observe this one, I have an exclamation mark. Then I started 20 people. If you observe S2 plus S1, see here, the people and it combine, because where the first variable ends, the second variable will start its positioning. So people ends at the position, then it starts. It feels no good by seeing in the screen, right? So you want to provide any additional data. That means you want to provide a space. That means I have S2, I have S1. I felt it is not looking good on the screen when I'm adding the S1, right? So after S2, I want what I want? I want little bit of space that also can be given with single quotes. For looking purpose, I'm taking. So this is a single quote. So in between quotation, what I want space. I provided the space. So if you observe, I have S2, I have S1. By combining that one, I couldn't feel the differentiation of the data on the screen, which is not good. So people it is not looking good. So I want 20 people. It is online Python 180 training. If you see, the space has been occurred, right? So the space also can be taken at the output screen, right? So it is also considered as a string. So it is enclosed in a quotation. If you observe that 20 people, it is online Python 180 training. I couldn't fill the data in a proper grammatical order. Who are, uh, it is online Python 180 training, 20 people. I want some arrow. Okay, I'll take some arrow mark. So that is also can be taken care. So I'll be taking print S2. What I'm doing, I'm adding additional data. I'll use double quotes. Any quotation you use, S2, S1. Right? So in between, I want some arrow. So I'll create an arrow. I have taken double. See, whatever may be the things you want to add. I want 2 times of S2 also. That can also be done. So print, you can add S2 to S2. 20 people, 20 people. So you can play with the characters in the object. Now we will go for list. So list also falls under your sequential parameter, right? So it is nothing but we are taking a list of elements. Suppose you are going to grocery store. So you want to purchase the groceries. We will make a list of elements, right? So it is a collection of data items. So which is in an order. So we will go for, so I want to purchase this one. If you go to any other shopping mall, the items are placed in an order, right? So we are going for the listing of an elements of the same item, so which is not like it is not necessary to take care of a same type. Suppose you are listing the elements of groceries. Are you buying all the pulses only? No, we will buy entertainment things, that is snack varieties, and we will buy some instant elements. We will buy some drinkable elements like we will go buy cool drinks or some other things, and we will go for kitchen elements, we go for toiletries. So right, so same set of elements, it is not a mandatory one. So all the data elements should fall the same type. It is not at all a constraint in a list. So how the list can be taken care? So list is nothing but you need to mention the list in square bracket. What you have to do? You need to mention the list in a square bracket. So whatever may be the elements you are provided, that elements, the data values, suppose I have 10, 20, 30, 40. I have sugar, salt, oil. So I need to provide the values in between the square bracket. If you mention that, it is considered as a type of list element. So I'll be taking L1. So list, right? So I'll take L, just like strings, yes. So L1 equals to, I want to mention 10, 20, list of numbers, 30, 40, 50. So each data item should be separated with comma. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the last element is 50. So no comma. And I'm closing with the square bracket. If you try to display L1, see here, it displays L1 elements. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. So it comes in the, suppose I'll be checking out what is the type of it, right? Type L1. See, the class, it falls under list. The class, it falls under list class. So the type of the data type. So in Python, there is no concept called data type. The value that we provide to the variable will decide the type of the variable, right? So I have provided the values. So continuous values, sequential values. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which is provided in square bracket. So that value decides L1 as a list data type. Suppose, ma'am, I'm taking the list of the groceries, right? So I'll take L2. So groceries means what? It is a sequence of characters. That means strings. It is not a number. So strings should be placed in quotation. I'll take salt. So one item is finished. Next, sugar. Next, we are going to buy oil. Next, I want to buy paste. So these are the sequence of characters, that means strings. Strings, how you are representing a string? In between the quotations, any of the quote, that is single quote, double or triple, any quote, right? So I have taken this one. Since my list of groceries were done, so I need to close the list. See, I'll go for print. L2. You will be getting this one. Ma'am, you said like all the items should not fall under the same data items. So if you observe this L1, it is all the data items, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is a number. If you observe L2, all the elements or all the data items in the particular list L2 is strings. So we already said that it is not a mandatory to follow the same set of elements, right? So let me take L3. So since I'm providing list, it should be square bracket, right? So what I'm doing means I'm taking the different elements. Let me take, today we have 20 people in the class, 20, it is considered as number. Now I'm going for, this is third session, and we are teaching for Python. So since it's a string, comma, I want to take online. Since my list of elements are done, I'm closing the square bracket. Now let me display L3. It comes with all the elements. So if you check the type, it doesn't comes under the values we are providing. It is the representation of the things. So I have provided values, list of values in square bracket. The sequence of values in a square bracket, since L3 is considered as list. We are not finding what sort of data element inside the list. That is not we are talking about, right? So I have 20 as an integer, I have 3 as an integer, I have a Python online as a string. We are not finding the data element type. We are finding the object type, that is L3's type. Since it is enclosed in square bracket, it read as a list. And you can also find it like different elements. Suppose we have a list and we will go for sub list, right? So inside one list, you can mention an other list also. Suppose I'm taking L4. The same thing. I'm taking 20. I'm taking 3. What I'm doing, I'm taking this one, that is Python online class. I'm considering it as a separate set. So separate list. So we can also define. So we can also define a list within another list. So we can define a list. So I have a list of elements, that is Python online class. It is a list, right? We have enclosed in between square bracket. So this list I am enclosing inside another list, that is I have 23. And the third object, the third data item as the set of elements, that is a list of elements. It is also considered. So if you display L4, it will display this. So inside one list, we can able to provide the other list also. And we will see in depth how to work on lists. That also we will see in future classes. So this is just, we are working on how the list will be represented. Yeah. Yeah. So I think someone dropped a message. Ma'am, can you zoom the size of the ideally? Oh goodness. So you are connected over this one. We don't have the size because it is ideally of Python. So we constraint here because the version doesn't support it. I already tried it. So we need to check it out. I already checked everything, but this one doesn't support it. If you connect over laptop, it might be looking good for you. So tomorrow onwards, we will do it in Google Colab. Okay. This one is looking, and we have sufficient space because we can create a file. So this one is comfortable for everyone because we need to work with the shell. Later on, if you want to go ahead, you want to learn about data science. So we want the shell programs. So that is Python ideally is comfortable. So if time permits or next after this 180 hours, we will continue for DS using Python. There also it is a AI or DS. That can also be the same versions. So the continuity will be helpful. If we do it in online, so try to connect over laptop, okay? So for today, you just adjust. I will find some other solution for the font size and all. Clear? You'll get confused to the back screen, right? Is there a possibility over your rotational pattern in the screen? Mobile screen, you can rotate, it seems. So now we will go for other data type. So we have seen list. See, don't worry, we are going to discuss list, working on list, methods on list, everything in next coming classes. This is just data types, how the data type looks, how we are going to represent the data for the data type, right? That is what we are going ahead. In the future, we will see remaining thing. Then next one, we will go for tuple. So tuple is also comes under the sequential type. It is a collection of objects, which is ordered one, right? So whatever you are working with list, it is just like that. So it cannot be changed. List can be changed in a things, but it cannot be changed. Here, how you are representing the tuple means it is with rounded bracket. Tuple is represented with rounded bracket, whereas list represented with square bracket, whereas tuple represented with rounded bracket. So since tuple, I'll be taking T. T equals to what I said, tuples will be represented with a rounded bracket. So open bracket. So I'm just going for representing, so hi, comma, list of elements, right? How are you? How are you? So I finished all the data values. Then I'm just going for. If you try to display T, see, we will get all the elements. So let us know that what's the type of T. It has to fall under the class tuple, since all the data objects, that is hi, how are you, is placed in a rounded braces, whereas list is placed in a square braces. So rounded braces of elements is considered under the class tuple. The object class is tuple. So let me go for one more representation. So T1 equals to, since it is tuple, I'm using rounded bracket. So let me take Python 20, Python online. I'm taking 20 people. I'm taking third hour. Right. So I'm closing all the data elements. I'm done. I'm just going on. So let me display T1. See, you'll be getting. So mixed of, just like the list, it is also taking mixed elements. So strings, and I'm taking the number methods. So everything it is taking. So just like that, let me take T2. So I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be closing it. T2. So it is taking numbers. Suppose I'm taking nothing. That is T3 equals to, I'm taking nothing. That means I'll take A, I'll take B, I'll take C, I'll take D. What it is? Since we didn't provide any notations, so we didn't say that it is a list, we didn't say that it is a tuple. So it obviously generates an error. So the sequence of elements, we are taking the sequence of elements, that is A, B, C, D is 4 different set of object elements comes under one variable. So you need to provide it as a sequence of elements, that is either list or T3. In the previous cases, A as a string, right? I'm taking A as a string, B as a string, C as a string, D as a string in different variables. That is considered. Here, I'm taking n number of variable values under one variable name. That is T3. So you need to tell it is a list of elements, or it is a set of elements, or it is a tuple of elements that you want to mention it. So how you are mentioning? With the braces that we are providing. So I didn't provide any braces, so it indicates an error. Right? So that is how the tuple works. We will in-depth work with it. So no need to worry. So this is just like representation only. We will again see this one. Now we have dictionaries. We have dictionary. So dictionary, we are going with key and value. How you are going with key and value. So we know that if you want to search CALM, what you will go? We will go to the C alphabet. Then after going into C, we will go to A alphabet, right? So we are starting to find the word into a real-time dictionary with the starting letter as a key. Just like here, what you do, we are providing the values and we are providing the key for it. So key, value, pair element. So if you observe here, we have provided values, right? Python is a value, online is a value, 20 is a value, 3 is a value. So to find that one, we are providing the key element to it. Suppose I'm taking dictionary D. So dict. So we are taking the flower bracket. Suppose I'm going for n number of names. Suppose I am Breha. I'll take Siri. I'll take Shivani. Okay. I'll take Shivani. I'll take Damini. Damini. Okay. Damini. I'll take someone. Satya we have. I'm taking this one. So obviously what we have? Values called Siri, Damini. We have n number of values. So what you have to provide, these are the values. So what we already said, it should be with key and a value, right? So we need to provide keys for it. So let me consider it as 1. 1 is Briha. So 1 is a key, colon, value. Briha is the value. Just like 2 is a colon, is a key, colon, value is the Siri. 3 is the key, colon, Shivani is the value. 4 is the key, colon, Damini is the value. 5 is the key, colon, value. So how you are representing? Key, colon, value. It should be enclosed in flower braces. Each data element is separated with comma. See, I'm just displaying dict. You will be provided. Key, value. We will work with it. No need to worry how 1 is used, how 2 is used, how 3 is used. That and all we will see. No need to worry. Suppose I'm storing the data of a student. Suppose I'm storing the data of a student. So I'm storing Satya's details. What I'm doing? I'm storing the student's Satya and its entire details. So Satya's detail I'm storing, right? So we see here we have different names. 1, 2, 3, 4 we have mentioned. Suppose I'm storing the details of a Satya. So what and all the details we provide? His name, age, which class, marks, subject-wise marks, so phone numbers, address. This is how the data of a particular person will be stored, right? So in that cases also, we use the dictionary. So I'll be taking dict 1. So what we have to take? Flower bracket. So first one is the name, the key, colon, the value for the key. Right. So since 1, 2, 3, 4 are the numeric values, so no quotation. Now I'm going for the key as name. It should be in the quotation. I provided the key, that is name. So for visual representation, I'll take N as a capital. Colon. So whose details I'm taking? Satya's detail is considering. That's Satya. Right. So next, what on all the data we want? So the other key, that is age. Let me consider the age as 16 years. Suppose 16 is a numeric data, so I can simply provide 16. Comma. Next, I'll be taking the